We're here with Derrell Peel, our livestock marketing specialist. And Derrell, we're halfway through the year. Let's have a recap of the past 6 months.
Well, in the first half of the year, beef production has been a little bit smaller than we expected. Slaughter's been down over 7%. Sharply lower beef cow slaughter and heifer slaughter, but steer slaughter is down as well. Higher carcass weights have offset part of that, but in spite of that, beef production is down. That's kept boxed beef prices and fed cattle prices generally strong through the first half of the year, and feeder cattle prices have stayed strong as well.
Let's talk about the margins for packers and feedlots.
You know what, those sectors continue to struggle with their margins. It's all about buying and selling, and the biggest cost increases for them are what they're buying. So feedlots are buying feeder cattle that are expensive. That really squeezes their margins, even with more moderate feed costs that we've had in recent months. At the packer level, it's buying those fed cattle and selling boxed beef. They've struggled, some with that. Most recently, boxed beef prices have dropped a little bit, but fed cattle prices have also dropped seasonally. So packer margins have been a little more sideways, if you will, although they've continued to struggle all of this year with lower byproduct values.
And how about those margins for the stockers and cow-calf?
At the cow-calf and stocker level, well, particularly the cow-calf level, of course, they're in the driver's seat and have been last year and this year and well into next year for sure. The market right now is all about increasing cattle numbers, rebuilding the herd, getting beef production up or cattle numbers up. And so, cow-calf sector is going to continue to enjoy good, strong prices. Margins will be, close to, maybe not quite as strong as last year, but very close to it. At the stocker level, there's generally positive incentives or motivation for forage-based production. Recently, feeder cattle prices at the heavy end have been a little bit higher relative to calf prices, and that's made the potential value of gain a little bit stronger.
Now, as we move into the second half of the year, are we following any seasonal prices?
In general, I would characterize 2015 as more of a sideways year across the board for cattle markets, certainly compared to 2014, where we had a strong uptrend across the board from calf prices all the way up to retail beef prices. In general, we've continued to see retail beef prices improve or increase a little bit this year. Boxed beef prices and fed cattle prices have been more of a sideways kind of a pattern, as well as feeder cattle prices. So, we're probably near the peak for some of those summer markets for feeder cattle, for example. However, I think tight supplies will continue to rule the day. We probably won't see too much seasonal weakness, but we might expect a little bit of normal seasonality here in the second half of the year.
Okay, great information. We'll see you next time.